Hi yogis, welcome to this first Fix Your Posture class. Today we're going to be focusing on the thoracic spine. So you can follow along with me. So come and sit down. Now just turn to the side so you can see exactly what we're talking about when we talk about the areas of the spine. So you can take your hand and just place it on the back of your neck. So here you should be able to feel what we call the cervical spine. You won't be able to feel all the vertebrae, but if you bring your chin into your chest, you should feel this big lump, this big bone here, just at the base of the neck. This is the end of the cervical spine. Great. And when you're ready, you can pull your chin back up or straighten the spine again. You can bring your other hand to the crease of your waist. And so there, just in the middle of your back, and all the way up to this top part of the back is what we call the thoracic spine. Great. From your waist down to your coccyx, so the end of your spine, just before your bum, we've got the lumbar spine. So today we're going to focus on the thoracic spine, so this top of the back down towards the waist. This is the part of the back that allows us to open the chest. It keeps our posture up. It also is very important in keeping the neck healthy and also the lumbar healthy. So we're going to work on some things today to try and get rid of that shoulder shrug that most of us have, that bad posture, and work on the muscles that we need to pull the spine up to have what we call good posture. Great, so we're going to strengthen the muscles, we're going to stretch them too, give them some relief. This might help if you have quite a permanent shoulder shrug, quite a hunched thoracic spine. This is also going to help if you work at a desk all the time, and we can try and perhaps not reverse the damage, but relieve some of the pain in the muscles and also prevent any further issues. Hope you enjoy. So today we're going to need a few pieces of equipment. You're going to need to have 2 yoga blocks with you. They don't have to be cork like these ones. They can be foam. You're also going to need a chair or a stool next to you. Something like this will do perfectly fine. You're also going to need to have a wall nearby. So without further ado, we will begin. So you can come down into your seat. You can even sit on your chair if you like. Just make sure the spine is nice and straight. And place the hands on the knees, close the eyes, and just take a moment to step into this moment, into the body. When you're ready, we'll begin to deepen the breath. Inhaling all the way down into the belly, the sides of the ribs, the tops of the lungs, and exhaling, the belly contracts, the ribs contract. Inhale deeply and exhale. Okay, we'll start to incorporate some movement. Inhale to draw the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale to drop the shoulder blades down and back, open the heart. Great. Inhale to come up. Exhale to come down. So just creating circles with the shoulders. Inhaling to come up. Exhaling to come down. Go at your own pace. And we'll do one more. And exhale. Great, you can open up the eyes, and we're going to place the hands onto the shoulders and bring the elbows up. Great, we're going to inhale and start to create circles as we move the elbows. So trying to strengthen the muscles of the arms and of the shoulders. Try and keep your breath nice and deep. You can close the eyes here too if you want. And then you can change the direction of your circle. You can make the circles as big as you like or as small as you like. We keep those fingertips firmly planted on the tops of the shoulders. Okay, we'll do one more circle and release. Place the hands back on the thighs. Move on to a nice heart opener. So turn to the side so you can see. We're going to bring the arms behind us and interlace the fingers and start to push the hands towards the ground. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and open the heart. Maybe you can take the gaze to look up and open the throat too, but we'll mainly focus on the shoulders. Breathe deeply into the heart. Great, take a final inhale here. And exhale to release. You can place the hands back on the knees. Okay, to move on, turn around this time so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to use open cow face. So we're going to place the left hand nice and up in the middle of the back of the hand resting on the skin. You can try and reach the hand in between the shoulder blades. And then we'll inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale to bend the elbow and reach down towards that left hand. If you can create a grip with the hands, if you can bring the fingers together, that's great. If not, you can grab a hold of your clothing perhaps, or just allow the hands to sit on the back. Okay, if you feel comfortable here, you can take a deep inhale and exhale, begin to fold forward, bringing the head towards the ground. So you should feel a nice release in the lower back and a nice stretch in the front of the left shoulder. Breathe deeply, it's a very intense stretch. If you ever feel any pinching or any pain, just slowly come out. Okay, when you're ready, we'll slowly come all the way back up, and you can slowly straighten each arm, and we'll swap the sides. So this time placing the right hand up in between the shoulder blades on the back and bending the left arm and reaching down. This side is going to be drastically different depending on which side you write on, if you're right-handed or left-handed. I'm right-handed, so this is really, really hard for me. So my right shoulder is really tight, so I can't even grab my hands together. When you're ready, take a deep inhale and exhale to come as far forward as you can. See the drastic difference in between? It's okay though. You know, we each have our little quirks, our different sides. And each day is different too, so tomorrow might even be better. So you can replay this video and see. Great, breathe deeply. And when you're ready, we'll inhale to come all the way back up and exhale to slowly, slowly release the arms. Okay, so we're going to move now onto the second part of this practice. So you can come onto your hands and your knees. You can come in front of your chair. So make sure your fingers are spread nice and wide, like starfish. Knees are under the hips. And when you're ready, we'll inhale to cow, curve the spine, look up. Exhale to cat, round the spine. Look down towards the navel. Inhale to curve the spine, feel each vertebra moving in the spine. Exhale to round. Inhale, curve the spine, look up. And exhale, round the spine. Inhale to curve the spine and look up. And exhale to round. Okay, this time we'll come into a nice neutral spine. And we're going to come into a puppy position, but with the chair. So bring your chair in front of you. I'm going to grasp the hands together and place the elbows onto that chair. So you can either keep the hands like this together, or you can grab a block in between the hands. So the elbows should be shoulder width apart. You're going to walk the knees back slightly and bring the ears on the inside of the biceps. So you should feel this deep stretch in the shoulders. Try not to curve the spine to kind of cheat out of the stretch, but keep the core engaged, tailbone tucked down. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to inhale, lift the head, push into the elbows, lift the head and the chest up until you look at your hands, and exhale to come back into our stretch. Great, inhale to come up, use the strength of the shoulders, and exhale to bring the head back in between the biceps and look down to the ground. Inhale to come up. We'll do a few more times. And exhale to come down. Keep the core nice and tight. Inhale to come up. Exhale to move nice and slowly down into your stretch. Cool. Inhale to come up. Last time. Strengthening and stretching. Exhale to come down. Great. We'll hang out here for just a few breaths. Great, and when you're ready, you can inhale. We'll come back up into that strengthening posture. Lift the head up, walk the knees in, and release the elbows off of the mat. And you can come down to sit on the heels. Great, so we're all done with the chair. So you can move this guy out of the way, take him off of your mat. And we're going to come into thoracic windmills next to your wall. So you can come to bring the left hip next to the wall, and we'll come into our lunge on the left side. So the left hip and the left knee should be next to your wall. Right hip, right knee on the opposite side. So you can keep the toes curled under to support your knee. And we'll bring the hands together, palms together in front of us, pointing the fingers out. Great. When you're ready, we're going to inhale and we're going to lift the left arm up and over until we turn the chest to face the wall. We're just using the wall to restrict the movement here so we can train the mobility of the thoracic spine. Exhale to come all the way back. Great. Inhale to come up and around. You can even look behind you if you like. And exhale to come back to center. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Very good. We're going to turn around this time so you can just stand up and move yourself around. This time coming into our low lunge on the right side. Again, this doesn't have to be like a psoas stretch. Keep the knees at a right angle. Bring the hands in front of you. Inhale to bring the arm up, over and around to twist. Exhale to come back to center. Right, inhale to come up and back. Take your gaze back if you like. Exhale, back to center. Great, inhale and exhale. 3, inhale and exhale. 4, inhale and exhale. 5. Great stuff. Take the weight off of those knees and come up to stand. This time we're going to do a nice shoulder stretch using the wall. So make sure your hands are clean, obviously. And we'll come to stand about your shoulders distance away from the wall. You can place your hands in line with your shoulders. Great. And then when you're ready, you can walk the feet back. Get up close and friendly with your palm tree if you have one. Walk the feet back, walk the hands down until you feel that the hands are in line with the hips. Feet are hip distance apart. Head is on the inside of the biceps. You should feel a nice deep stretch in the shoulders. We'll take a few deep breaths here. Great, when you're ready, go around the back and walk the feet in slightly. Release the hands off of the wall and come up all the way back to standing. And from here, we'll take that bind again with the hands. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale. Exhale to fold forward. You can bring the hands up in line with the shoulders. Take a few long, deep breaths here. Great, we'll inhale, place the hands on the lower back and slowly come all the way back up to mountain. You can release the hands. You're going to come back down onto the ground. And we're going to use those blocks to do some nice mobility and strengthening of the shoulder blades and the shoulders. So you can bring your feet out in front of you. Bring the blocks next to the hips. And when you're ready, I'll show you from the front and then from behind as well. When you're ready, we're going to inhale as we lift the hips up, and you can shrug the shoulders as you can lift the hips up and down. Great. I'm going to do a few repetitions of this just to get the hang of that movement. Keep the core nice and tight. You might feel a bit of a shake in the arms. So shrugging the shoulders and then pushing the shoulders down away from the ears to lift the hips up. Great. We'll do 2 more. And 2. Great. This time we're going to mix it up a little bit. So it's going to be pretty much the same thing. So just turn around so you can see. We're going to inhale to lift the shoulders up. And then you're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Imagine you're holding a pencil between the shoulders. And then come down. Great. Inhale, lift the hips up, squeeze the shoulders. Exhale, come down, relax. Inhale, come up. Squeeze the shoulders. Exhale, come down. Inhale, come up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and exhale to come down. Great. Inhale to come up. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale to come down. This is tough. We'll do 2 more. Inhale, push up. Squeeze and come down. Great. Inhale to come up. Squeeze. We'll hold for 3, 2, 1, and exhale to come down. Very good work, guys. Very, very good. You can move your blocks over to the side just for a moment. We're going to come onto the knees. Do a nice little back bend to release and then stretch those muscles that we just worked on. Great. You can curl the toes under. Inhale, imagine somebody's pulling up the spine. Suck the belly in. And exhale. You can release the hands behind the thighs, or you can reach down to your heels. So your camel, you should keep the hips over the knees. And you can always release the neck back, unless you have issues with the back of the neck, like a hernia. Great. When you're ready, we'll inhale and slowly come all the way back up. You can come back down onto the knees, bring the knees together. We're going to bring the top of the skull in front of the knees, hands on the heels. Inhale to lift the hips up. You can lock the elbows here and stretch the upper back in rabbit pose. Okay, we'll take a final inhale and exhale to release the hips down and slowly, slowly, slowly come all the way back up to our hero pose. So we're going to continue with this opening movement. So we're going to do a really nice stretch here. So you can bring your feet in front of you. And we're going to place the blocks on the highest setting behind the back. So you can place both blocks behind the back. We're going to slowly, slowly start to place the thoracic spine onto the block. So it should be about just where your shoulder blades start, where the edge of the block, where they meet the edge of the block. Great. If this is a bit too intense, again, I would definitely recommend using foam blocks for this, not cork ones. They're not very comfortable, but they do feel good. You can come on to the second highest setting of the block. Again, placing where the shoulder blades start and releasing the back down. And maybe you can rest the head back as well. And you can release the arms out to the sides. You can straighten the legs. So I really use the blocks to massage the back here. Breathe nice and deeply. And when you're ready, you can place the hands by the hips and use the arms and the core to pull you back up. We'll remove the blocks this time. And we'll come into our fish pose. So you can straighten the legs out in front of you. And we'll lie down onto the back. And you can lift up one hip, place one hand under the buttocks, and then the other under the other. Bring the elbows nice and close together. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, push into the elbows, push into the arms. Exhale, release the top of the skull down and back. Great. When you're ready, inhale, lift the head up and release the spine down onto the mat. You can interlace the fingers behind the back of the head and draw the chin into the chest. Okay, we'll release the head back down and come into Shavasana. Just take a moment to calm the body down. And you can also work on your posture here by taking out any hair clips that you might have and also bringing the shoulder blades flat onto the mat and drawing the shoulders down and away from the ears. And don't worry about the natural curve of your spine when you're lying down. You have to respect it and its S shape. It's never going to be perfectly straight and flat onto the mat when you're relaxed. But you can try and make it as good as possible just by tucking the chin in, bringing the palms to face up, and bringing the feet as wide as the mat, toes turning out. Relax the body, relax the mind. When you're ready, we'll begin to turn the head from side to side, massage the back of the skull. You can move the fingers, move the toes, and bring the feet together. Stretch the arms up above the head. Take a deep inhale and exhale. You can draw the knees up into the chest and rock from side to side. And we'll turn over to the side and use the hands to push us up back into our seat. You can close the eyes again, place the hands on the knees. Bring the hands to the heart and finish by saying Namaste. Thank you for joining this kind of hybrid mobility workout and yoga class. hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back to it regularly so that you can work on these muscles and work on fixing your posture. There will be 2 other videos coming for this Fix Your Posture series. So we'll obviously be focusing on the cervical spine and then the lumbar as well in a separate video. So stay tuned, subscribe, like, and I wish you a beautiful day.